Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Soraya. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I create an dramatic acrylic painting with just an ordinary kitchen sponge. I've done a few of these and I love how easily you can create a beautiful dramatic seascape or landscape with just an ordinary kitchen sponge. It's a lot of fun. So let's see what happens. So what I did here was just put like a base color. Thought I'd try it out. There's also some texture here already. So just gonna see how this works out. I'm just using dioxazine purple. The base here was just like a burnt sienna. I decided I'm going to add a little bit of Payne's gray as I'm going along as well. Make it really dark. I'm mixing up the burnt sienna with dioxazine purple and the Payne's gray. All on the same brush. Nuts brush. This is a sponge. I think I might have like horizon line way down here. I'm going to start adding a little bit of light blue and titanium white just over here. And I'm still using the same sponge just to have contrast. That's kind of a light purple. I haven't added anything else. Just using the color that's there. I'm using only white at this point. I think I'm gonna have to switch brushes, sponges. I'm gonna have to switch sponges, get a new one. This is getting to be too pink for me. I just added a little bit of Payne's gray there. And I added a little bit of the light blue. Light touch whenever I want to blend. I like seeing that undercolor, even though it's a little bit of a pinky. I think it's interesting. Don't make the clouds too perfect. If they go off like that, that's nice too. I think it's nice when they're a bit wispy. Went back to the old sponge. And I have some Payne's gray on here. All I'm trying to do right now is to kind of blend things and make things really smooth. I haven't added any water. Oops. Changed it up because I thought I could go in another direction just to see where this would lead me. As with a lot of my paintings, they do seem to change direction. That happens because when I'm painting and I start seeing something, my imagination kind of takes over, and then I start in a different direction. And that's the explanation for the constant changes sometimes that happen. And that's okay. Just gonna I'm squeezing the sponge and okay, so that I could get more finer detail in there. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more of, I'm going back with my old sponge, or the one that I started off with, and just kind of working that in so it's not just I like that combination. I'm gonna go back to the new sponge, just the white, and kind of just make it really light and feathery, and hardly pressing, just kind of blending it all in. And you see how much nicer that looks? I'll bring you in closer. Way better. I'm just going back and forth between the two sponges. I didn't add anything to this sponge. It's just whatever color was already on there. I added a tiny amount of Paynes gray and just kind of going over that. A bit too much purple for me there. I love using this small flat brush to create some really wispy clouds. That's all I'm doing. Creates beautiful. I don't want to go over these dark areas here. I'm going to keep it dark down there. It's beautiful contrast against that dark background. That's lovely. Look at this brush, such an easy way to create this wispy look. So easy. Let me know in the comments if you're gonna try this. I always love hearing from you. Very good. I like that. Since I did it on one side, I think I might do the same thing on this side. We have this beautiful lines here, so I'm just going to do it along here. Again, I'm just using the side, not a lot of paint on there. It's really just dry brushing at this point. Just letting the paint go wherever it's gonna go. When you see you really are not doing anything, then I'm adding a tiny little bit more. You get all the beautiful wispiness happening. I've stood back and taken a look, and this is not quite right, so I'm gonna continue working on this until I like it. I think I like this bottom and kind of middle, but these on the side, not so much. I'm gonna clean them up. Might just be completely different by the time I'm done, but I just don't like what I'm seeing. It's just very messy. When I stand back and take a look, it just doesn't. It's not something that looks really good to me. So I'm just adding a bit of dioxazine purple and the light blue and Paynes gray. Okay, this is the way it's looking so far. I'm just gonna take a look and see what else I can do. I think I'm gonna extend this a little bit more. And kind of connect that back to here. Let's see. And I think I'm gonna work on this just a little bit more. I went back in here with the sponge that had all the dark colors on it, and then I've added a little bit more of the burnt sienna. I'm going to turn it around and then add the purple that was already there. Tone that burnt sienna down. Okay, that's not working for me. So I'm going to get rid of this. I'm very lucky if there's a painting where everything goes exactly just right. There's often an area that I have to kind of go over and over until I'm really happy with it. I'm still not happy with this section here. I'm gonna have to use this brush. Nice colors and stuff, but it's, I don't know, it just looks a little bit too, what's the word? Messy. Oh, that took me a long time. It's just a little bit too messy along the side, and then I just like things to be nice and smooth. I'm just pressing down real hard here just to try and cover up. I just wanted to be more, ooh, I like that line. Okay, good. And I think I'm gonna do the same thing here. It's just a little bit too, pressing down real hard. Not sure that I like these, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of water to my sponge and just kind of erase that off. A little bit like that is better. I'm just using a damp paper towel to really just erase some of the color that had been put on. I want some of that color, the original color that was there, to come through. A little bit of Paynes gray and light blue. Less here already. Painting and then going over and repainting certain sections, to me, is just part of the process. Some people would think that I'm wasting my time, but I love to paint and I love to experiment kind of as I'm going along. That's why I change things up. My imagination kind of goes one way, then that changes when I'm painting, goes another way. But in the end, it's really all about how you're feeling and the end result, that you really love what you see when you are finished. I got this flat little, I don't know, I guess it's 1-inch little flat brush just at Home Depot. Nothing special. I think it was like $1.29 or something. Very cheap, but you know, it does the job. And why not use something you know, that is readily available and make good use of it. This is what I mean about experimenting. It could be the brushes, in this case, also the sponge. I have been using it for many years, and it's just something that I thought of and came up with and just started using it as a matter of fact. And, you know, you could experiment in that way also with colors, you know, maybe try different color combinations, get out of your comfort zone and see what comes up from that. Just going to bring some of this down here. It was just too much of that orange color and I didn't like it. I don't mind a little bit of it. It was a bit much. And that's why I kind of took it away. It was too much. And just using that brush again and just trying to, I'm going to put a little bit of water and trying to add some little amounts of kind of water going here and there. These details make all the difference to the painting. It really brings it all together and draws you in to really take a look. And when you do, you'll see all those colors, the layers of them, and the details among all of that color. So I guess these are going to be kind of little rocks and a little bit of water kind of going around it. Not being too particular about these strokes of with my brush. Just kind of letting it go wherever. But I still want this to be the focal point here, so this little peak is pointing to that. And keep it very dark here, and I like not having all that orangey. That's way nicer. Someone said I overwork. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes I do overwork a painting, but that's only because I have to work it until I'm really happy. So, oh well, that's just the way it goes. I'll overwork it until I'm happy. And you should too. Don't worry about what other people say. And the clouds are kind of just coming down, so you don't know kind of where the horizon is. Yes, I'm still working this area, trying to get it just right in my eyes, and I think this is it. I thought this area would benefit with the addition of a little bit more of a kind of a rock formation to give it more interest and balance. Okay, this painting doesn't need a lot of color because it's got a lot of color, but I think I'm going to add a little bit of turquoise green just to bring out some of that blue a little bit brighter, the light blue. I'm just adding small amounts. Okay, for anyone who wants to know, I did talk about the colors, but here they are. Liquitex Titanium White, the Amsterdam Turquoise Green, that was the accent, Artist Loft Light Blue, the dioxazine, that's Liquitex, dioxazine purple, and Pebeo Studio Burnt Sienna, Pebeo Studio Paynes Gray. All right, so I made a little boo-boo. I started adding a little bit more of this color to go down in here, and I wasn't filming, so yeah. Sometimes I'm very technically challenged, but anyway, here is the result. Love the way it's looking. I love the dramatic look to it. The contrast here, that white peeking through, looks really great. And then all this other white amongst the dark, the purples and grays and everything else that I used, or not gray, the Paynes gray, is quite beautiful. Anyway, it is to me. Let me know what you think. Leave me a comment and click on the link you see now to see more of my sponge paintings. If you're new to my channel, or if you've come back and just simply forgot, please subscribe and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It really helps with the algorithm. So I thank you very much for watching.